Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about Katy did, Katy did F's dogs. The same person who sits there and tries to criticize the Soska sisters for doing films 20 years ago, but then gets found out, of course, that she fantasizes about weirdo fan fiction. And it's interesting to see this clip here that we're going to watch, where she clearly states that JDA is apparently obsessed with EVS, or she doesn't understand how a grown man could be obsessed with another grown man and lacks the absolute self-awareness that EVS is literally obsessed with another grown man, talking about him day in and day out. So, I mean, really, where is the self-awareness, girl? Absolutely. So, it's crazy to me how this all kind of started, how JDA shows that EVS is the one that really needs his relevance. He's the one chasing relevance at this point. And it all started because of this terrible AI thumbnail. You might want to work on it. Stop getting your lessons from certain moist backs on their terrible AI. But you're gonna sit here and put this here, but yet this is the only time you ever really get any views. As Jon Del Arroz points out, you get 17K views when you're doing a trash cast, and you get 2K views when you're doing anything else. Even right now, you're streaming to only 1,200 people with your Comicsgate Kings or whoever. And I find it very interesting that you're still going on about, trying to make fun of the way Eric July speaks, even though you're losing in the indie comic space with your failing, flopping campaigns, where you're trying to sell action figures for a comic that isn't even released yet, and you're still crying about the Sasuke sisters. We'll talk about that later on in today's live stream. But let's get into the clip here that JDA is responding to something that Katy said, which I just kind of went over. Comes to us again from Student of God. Shout out. Zero self-awareness. Actual quote from Katy. Katy did dogs. I've never seen such a grown man literally obsessed over another grown man like JDA. Again, this is the same Katy did dogs who said that EVS is the real man and Eric July isn't. Meanwhile, again, you're talking about how someone's obsessing over another grown man, but you're literally following a person who's obsessing over another grown man. Let's just get into the clip.
How do people watch this?
I don't like you,
grown.
but I miss you.
I've never seen such a grown man literally obsess over another grown man.
And like I said, you literally follow and suckle off an individual who obsesses over another grown man. You have EVS practically at 100 Trash Cast episodes, obsessing over Eric July for 5+ hours daily, and you're not noticing this. You're lacking self-awareness to this. That's what you're doing right now. You're lacking self-awareness to the fact that you're literally following someone who is obsessing over another grown man that doesn't think about this guy, doesn't talk about this guy at all. Like, Eric July doesn't care about anyone but his fans and his employees, his customers and his employees.
Like JDA.
Wait, Katy, you're joking about Ethan obsessing about Eric July. Hold on. Oh, the projection. It's so...
While surrounding yourself with an individual by the name of Wizard of Wordplay who claims that I'm not Puerto Rican because he thinks I'm too pale. So you're surrounding yourself with a feminine moistback who was crying for 3 days because he got called a slur by LG, and tagging Eric July saying, "Do you accept this in your fandom?" Meanwhile, Eric July doesn't really care about you, moistback, because you're a literal nobody who seems to have a growing subscriber base while being stagnant in your views. Congratulations on that. But let's continue.
So funny. How many trash casts have this guy done on Eric July? How much of his feed... Like, you want to talk about obsession? Like, his feed's obsession about me, by the way. You want to look at Ethan's feed? Like, you want to talk about obsession over the last few days? Let's take a look. We got Schilling. Why can't JDA just be happy for Liam? Because the guy deplatformed me from Indiegogo and Patreon. He tried to depill, and propping this guy up is actually just sick on your...
Shout out to John Douglas as well, JDA and John Douglas. I know some people might watch me, are kind of iffy on JDA, but sometimes he gets it right.
Your guys' part, and I think these people know it too. So JDA, let's see. We've got Shane. I need you to attack Jon Del Arroz. We've got, here's me. He's trying to cancel me over Ed Piskor here.
Even though EVS himself was laughing at the fact that Ed Piskor self-deleted himself.
He's got more talking about me. You want to? I've never seen a grown man obsessed with another man. Here it is. There he is. He's retweeting himself to try to get people to pile on.
It's over when you're absolutely reposting or retweeting yourself, because nobody actually gives a crap about what you're saying on Twitter.
That's when you know it's pathetic. When somebody retweets themselves and likes their own posts to try to make it look like there's more and try to get the audience pile. And look, it didn't even work. 0 replies. This is fun.
0 replies. Bro, you're clamoring so hard to everyone else's relevance, EVS, that you can't even understand how stupid you actually are. It's absolutely amazing how you're doing things like also making more sketches of me as you continue to fantasize about what you actually look like, because it's funny how you draw a sketch of what's supposed to be me, meanwhile you're as fat as a llama's ass, and you break chairs. I mean, you never seen me break a chair. Pretty sure you're close to 400 pounds for all we know, and you're bald. So I mean, you can't get any more gross than that, really. As you try to sit here and talk crap about other creators and try to punch down the smaller creators, just absolutely calling out your nonsense, like myself or Matt Barr or anyone else calling out your absolute nonsense, because you continue to make yourself look like a fool every day, and you're an absolute lolcow. I can't wait to make fun of you tonight on my live streams. Check it out. I'll be going live as soon as after this video goes live. But this is so funny. Also, you have grown women also obsessing over grown men. You have Katy did herself obsessing over a grown man who's married, by the way, while she herself is married and apparently has children. But she's literally sitting up here drama farming like a bunch of, BBSs, bitter bees at a hair salon, as LG would say. But I digress. Like I said, at the end of the day, this is all they're going to do. This is all they can do, is try to stir up drama, because EVS literally has nothing left. He's trying to distract people from his late books, and it's funny that people want to get upset with me when I make memes over him trying to make weirdo sketches over me, while I'm just going to use that sketch once again to make something for my audience to enjoy and laugh at. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Please join us later on for the live stream. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video on this channel or go live. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.